today's video, I'm going to explain something that has saved me thousands of dollars over the years. It's habit number 2, begin with the end in mind. It's essentially pre-production. Before we can get started on the 4 steps in pre-production, you have to ask yourselves 3 questions. Number 1, who's my target audience? What's their demographic? Are they younger and like high energy, lots of elements, fast cuts, colors, etc.? Or are they an older traditional audience that likes simplicity? Once you identify who your target audience is, go find other channels that they like, watch those videos, and kind of tailor your look into other successful videos. If you need some insights or inspirations, you can use websites like Creative Block or Just Creative to get started. The second question you have to ask yourself is, what's the point of the video? What are you trying to say and why? Now, most people who start making videos for their channel are going to start with a promo or a commercial. That's fine because most likely your first videos are going to suck and nobody cares about your commercials and promos. We spend tons of money every year on TiVo and DVR just to fast forward through commercials, but it's a good place to get started. Now that you're ready to make a good video, it needs to be somewhere on the spectrum of infotaining. That's informative and entertaining, infotaining. For example, this video is informative, but not very entertaining, so it's more on the info side. Once you've defined what the purpose of the story is, you can answer the third question, what's the story? Every story has 4 main parts: character introduction, rising action, climax, resolution. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down, broke his crown. Jill sued the utility and got a pump installed. Whatever. For an instructional video, it's here's the topics we're going to learn today. Here's all the subject matter about it. Hey, wasn't that easy? Now go make your video yourself. Once you've defined the story, now you can move on to the actual 4 parts of pre-production. Do the outline, storyboard, script, shot list. From the story arc, you make your outline. That's where you expand all of your ideas, get them out of your head onto paper so you can organize them and make them more coherent. For me, I did it here in this really cool notebook, which allows me to have a section of text, and I can have cues here on the side. You can see I wrote storyboarding, shot list, scripting, etc. The outline is simply taking your thoughts, organizing them, having subsections. You're going to take the shot list, use it later during the script. But the second part is storyboarding. I know people are fearful of storyboarding because you're not an artist or an animator or whatever. That's fine. I draw mine with stick figures. You can use your phone to go take photos. You can use resources like storyboardthat.com. The whole point of storyboarding is to get the vision out of your head and onto paper so you can organize it and make it into coherent thoughts. Below your little tiles, you can add cues like VO for voiceover, SFX for special effects, GFX for graphics, music cues. You can add lines of dialogue. But the whole point of it is to get your vision onto paper so you can make sure you're not missing any elements when you go to create your shot list. So we've done the outline, we've done the storyboard. Next is the script. That's where you take the outline and actually write dialogue and insert some of the visual cues that you might have used in the storyboard. That is literally, we're going to name it out with subsections, some sort of alphanumeric characters. Like this shot right now, I think we're on 2C. And this is literally my script. You can see where I have alphanumeric letters, the words that I'm trying to say right now, even though what I wrote down is not what's coming out of my mouth because it creates way too many cuts and takes here. Doing the script, you can do it in Google Docs. By making your script in Google Docs, you can add elements like scenes from the storyboard. You can share it with all the people involved, make little notes, and print all of those out, and it's in the cloud forever. Once you have all the words, and an outline and a script, once you have your vision and the storyboard, it's time to make a shot list. And that's where we're taking the elements from the storyboard and from the script and turning them into a production plan. You can shoot out of order all you want to. You just need to have it as kind of like a checklist to make sure you get every scene of it, but you don't waste time shooting things that you don't need. Post-production, as a rule of thumb, is 6 times whatever your recording time is. By having too much recorded content, it's going to take too much editing time. So to recap, your 3 questions are: who's your audience? What are you trying to say? What's the story? The 4 parts are to outline, storyboard, script, and create a production plan. Crap. I just realized that's the end of my script, and I don't remember what I was trying to say down here. And there's nothing in... So to wrap it all up, you've asked yourself the 3 questions, you've done the 4 parts. The whole purpose of this is to save time on set and editing. As a rule of thumb, editing is 6 times whatever the record time is. If you're out there on set and you have no idea what to shoot, that's the whole point of the shot list. If you have no idea what to say, that's the part of the script. If your story is incoherent and missing parts, that's the point of the outline. If you don't know what it needs to look like, that's the point of the storyboard. So if you ask yourself the 3 questions of who's your audience, what are you trying to say, what's the story, that leads you into the 4 parts. That makes all of this quicker. Just do it.